Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well. I am going to discuss permutations and combinations. If you like my video, please do subscribe my channel. Let us start from fundamental principles of counting. We have two principles of counting. One is multiplication principle and other is addition principle. Let us first understand multiplication principle. Its definition says that if an event can occur in m different ways, following which another event can occur in n different ways, then the total number of occurrence of the events in the given order is m cross n. This we will understand diagrammatically. Basically, it is a two-step task and one task follows the other. As you can see in the diagram, when we are starting from one box, we have two stars. If one task is finished, then we are moving to the other task. So one task is following other. Once we are finished off with the first one, then we will move to the second one. And then the task is ended. Let us take an example for better understanding. Suppose we want to find the number of ways of traveling from T1 to T3 via T2. So when we are counting the number of ways, we will get we can travel from T1 to T2 via routes R1, R2 or R3. Then from T2 to T3 via route R4 or R5. But the thing is, we have three ways to travel from T1 to T2 and here word and is very important. Two ways for traveling from T2 to T3. And means that after completing T1 to T2 task, you have to follow the T2 to T3 task. So in total we have 3 cross 2, that is 6 ways of traveling from T1 to T3. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, assuming that the repetition of the digits is allowed, and in the second case the repetition is not allowed. So in order to find out 3-digit numbers, see here we have, for filling up the first position we have 5 choices. Similarly, for filling up the second position we have 5 choices, and filling up the third position also we have 5 choices. So in total we have 5 cross 5 cross 5, which is equals to 125 ways to make the number. But in the second case, if we see, the repetition is not allowed. So once we are using any digit on the first place, we cannot use that digit on the second place or third place. So once we will fill the first position with 5 different ways, then we will be left with 4 choices to fill the second position and only 3 choices to fill the third position. So in total we have 5 into 4 into 3, which is equals to 60 ways for creating the number, for forming the number. Let us take another example. How many 3-digit even numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 if the digits can be repeated? See here we have one relaxation that the digits can be repeated. But we have one restriction also, that the number should be even. So in order to be a number to be even, we should have a multiple of 2 at the ones place. So we can fill the ones place by 2, 4 or 6. So we will have only 3 choices left, and hundreds and tens place can be filled with 6 choices. So in total we have 6 into 6 into 3, which is equals to 108 ways for forming the number. Next example is, a coin is tossed 3 times and the outcomes are recorded. How many possible outcomes are there? So for toss 1 we can have head or tail. Similarly from toss 2 we can have head or tail as a outcome. and on toss 3 also we can have head or tail. So in total we have 8 possible outcomes. Next is, given 5 flags of different colors, how many different signals can be generated if each signal requires the use of 2 flags, one below the other. So here we can observe we have to fill 2 positions for making up the signal. So for first position we can have 5 different ways, but they are saying that you have to use different colors. So in order to fill the second position you will be left with only 4 different ways. So in total 5 into 4, which is equals to 20 ways for creating the signal. Next, let us come to the addition principle. If first operation can be performed in m ways and another operation which is independent of the first can be performed in n ways, then either of the two operations can be performed in m plus n ways. This can be extended to any finite number of exclusive events. Exclusive means they are not depending on each other. Diagrammatically, we can understand like this, that this is one step task and the sets are mutually disjoint. We can start from as when we are starting we can move to set 1 and we can end the task. Similarly, we can move to set 2 and we can end the task. Set 1 is not at all dependent on set 2. So these are mutually disjoint sets, and moreover we can say that these are independent sets. So in multiplication we had the word following the other. The one task is following the other task, but here we don't have any dependency on the two tasks. So this is one step task and that was two step task. Let us see the example. In a class there are 10 boys and 8 girls. The class teacher wants to select a student for monitor of the class. In how many ways she can make this selection? So solution is, the teacher can select a student for monitor in two exclusive ways. See here we have 10 choices from boys and 8 choices from girls, and anyone can be monitored. There is no restriction. So 10 plus 8, which is equals to 18 ways for selection of the monitor. Next example is, a student is shopping for a new computer. He is decided among 3 desktop computers and 4 laptop computers. What is the total number of computer options? So there is no restriction whether he want to take the desktop computer or the laptop computer. So he is having 3 plus 4, which is equals to 7 choices, or you can understand like this, either from desktop computer or from laptop computer he can choose. So here the word or is having its importance, as we had the importance of word and in the previous principle, the multiplication principle of counting. Here in addition principle of counting we have a word or you can say that there is no dependency of desktop computer on the laptop computers. So these are two different independent tasks, so we can choose from any of the options. Next is, on a table there is a pile of 10 apples and another pile of 15 pears. How many choices do you have if you are instructed to pick an apple or a pear? So there is no relation in between apple or pear, so any can be picked, any fruit can be picked. So 10 plus 15, which is equals to 25 ways for picking up the fruit. I hope you all like the video. Thank you so much for watching the video.